Oh my God. I got my candy. I got my hat. Let's see if it fits over my headphones. Not really. Does it look cool?
It looks great.
I look cool.
Catch that tall hat and camera there.
Welcome to the,
Oh my God.
welcome to the
Start a
Gore
fire.
Podcast Thanksgiving Day special.
Do you have an open flame down there?
Yeah, it's the candle. We're talking about the Thanksgiving candle.
Yeah,
in a
we'll
little
get to
bit.
that.
Okay.
Everybody knows that story.
Right.
The age-old tradition.
Old traditions.
of the Thanksgiving night candle before you feast. By the way, yeah, I'm going to have some candy. What are we talking about tonight, Ace?
Earlier this year, back in October, I talked about an old shot on video movie called The McPherson Tape.
Yeah, the 31 Nights of Halloween.
31 Nights of Halloween. Well, this is the 1998 remake by the same director called Alien Abduction Incident in Lake County.
Oh, my God.
Which I don't think they mentioned Lake County once
No.
at all in the movie. I don't even know why they...
It's not part of... Okay, we have to dig into this now. This is a remake, the one that I watched. So when Ace suggested this, maybe I should swallow this
Can
without...
you? Yeah, please.
Am I being rude?
ASMR.
It
Do you
just-
not talk with your mouth full?
Through the headphones, it is disturbing. How much did you put in your mouth?
Bigger than a baby's arm. All right. Okay, so when you suggested us digging into this movie, we watched it. You sent us a link, and that's great. Thank you so much, by the way, because here's the confusing thing. We couldn't find any of the actors. We're watching this movie, and it's like, wait a second. What the? I know all these actors.
Well, there's no actors in it because this is a real event.
Look, man. Oh, my God.
That's why you couldn't find them.
This is a remake. We watched the remake of an original version, and I can't wait. It's like Star Trek, the motion picture, got remade.
Yeah.
Wait. No, that's awful. Forget it. Don't do that.
It's this is the remake of another movie, which is kind of confusing too, because the original movie I think is just called Alien Abduction, but over the years it came more well known as the McPherson Tape. So this one came on UPN, if you remember that channel, which nobody does because who had it? We never got UPN.
Yeah,
where I lived.
I watched the CW UPN. I liked all the weird alternative channels. Like
I think when I could put an antenna on my TV back in the day, and I moved it a certain way, I would be able to pick up either UPN or the WB when I lived.
So you had rabbit ears
back
too?
in my hometown. Yeah.
Oh yeah, now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, so I could
UHF channels.
Do the rabbit ears, and I could pick up Louisville stations when I lived back home.
That's how I watched Moesha.
Oh God, I hate this movie, but I love this movie.
It takes place. So this movie takes place on Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, this is a Thanksgiving Day episode.
Yeah, it's like a short synopsis here. Tommy is a teenager in Lake County, Montana.
Yeah,
where this takes place, and not Canada, as you would think from all the accents.
Oh, we gotta talk about that later. Yeah, go ahead.
Who was making a home movie of his family's Thanksgiving dinner when they were attacked and ultimately abducted by extraterrestrials.
Let me set the stage. This is the opening crawl, very Star Wars style. He didn't rip it off at all. In the fall of 1997, a 16-year-old boy set out to document his family's Thanksgiving Day dinner. What happened, purportedly captured on his video camera, was more than a family could get together and do. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
What he purportedly captured on his video camera was way more than the family get together. I should have this to where I can actually read it when it's not out of focus out of my classes.
I mean, that might be helpful, but it's too late for that.
It's pretty fucking fun. All right,
power through.
The following, if real, could be the most important evidence supporting the possibility that we are not alone in the universe. This footage contains explicit and frightening images. Now, for the first time ever, watch the complete and unedited tape and decide for yourself. Alien abduction? Did it happen? The McPherson Tape. Yeah. Fuck you, Ace.
Dude, this movie premiered in January of 1998. So, around Thanksgiving.
Totally. It's the season of thanks.
And it was followed up. So I guess if you read any facts about the people are like,
Facts.
this was, this compared to like Orson Welles' War of the Worlds broadcast. No, it doesn't.
Oh God!
Nobody thought this was a real tape. I don't like this. Every time you look up stuff about this,
According to the BBC, when they aired it, because the BBC took this,
they took the credits off the end.
yeah, and then they redid it themselves, and it's a 91-minute version, which is
Yeah.
the version you made us watch, by the way.
And you can find this on YouTube also if you want to watch it.
You could have just sent us the 44-minute version on UPN, but no, let's punish fucking Katie and Steve. Go ahead. Dick.
So this was so it came on UPN in January of 1998, and it came on after a show called Real Vampires Exposed.
That sounds like a porno.
Which is like this. A lot of people forget this era of like the mid to late 90s where like Fox and like the WB would have these terrible specials come on, or it's just like world's deadliest police chases and like real vampire. Like
what was the one you watched all the time? Beyond Fiction, or
that was a different
but it was
kind
the same
of show.
era. But it's the same era.
Beyond Belief, Factor Fiction.
Yes.
Yeah, that was great.
I love that show.
It's like, we got you. It was all made up.
Oh my God. And you brought up one too, was The Unknown or something, another show during the 31 Nights of Halloween.
Oh, Sightings.
Yeah. I mean, it was right. X-Files gave us all of this awesome.
Yes. And honestly, 98 is like top X-Files, hype.
So for those that weren't around at that time, the X-Files was the most important thing that had premiered on television ever. And I still have on that pile of fucking VHS, like these are the ones that I actually recorded off television and like scribbled the names on it's over there. I see X-Files season
8 episodes.
The season opening, I recorded it and it still looks amazing and based on true facts. God damn it, Ace.
But
it was an important time in history.
Yeah. Aliens were huge and it was the late 90s. We were all into it.
Or they were short.
Yeah. They were 4 feet tall, like this movie.
Don't get me started on the accuracy of the aliens in this movie. They're all over the place.
No, it's your classic gray alien.
So
for those weirdos that may not know, Katie is directly connected to the UFO phenomena.
So my dad was a UFO investigator.
Like professional.
He did it professionally and specifically worked with people that claimed to have been abducted by aliens.
Like the fire in the field guy.
Yeah, the fire in the sky guy.
Dad's Travis Walton.
Didn't he help him write that book or something?
I don't know that he helped him write the book. He worked with him in some capacity. I think it was just like interviewing him when it first happened to try to get the how accurate it was, because Dad has said he's interviewed hundreds of people that claim to be abducted by aliens. And he's like, you learn pretty quickly what is just like bullshit. He's like, but every now and then you get someone where like you just can't explain what happened to them. They come back radioactive. Like,
like you do.
He wants to believe.
I'm not kidding you. When I first met her father, have you seen it?
I'm not going to.
Oh my God. The FBI may be listening in, or the CIA. Look, she just got silent.
Katie Mulder over here.
Oh no! Narrated by Leonard Nimoy, in search of Kreepy Katie's father. Anyway, sorry. Carry on, my good man. Oh my God!
But yeah, so
I didn't take you for a found footage person, by the way. But I'm glad you're part of the family now.
I like some. I guess all the found footage stuff I like is like older ones before it, like
Stupidity,
Paranormal Activity,
Paranormal Activity. I don't. The first one, it's like fine, but the sequels to that movie, where it's like, oh no, your mother was a witch and she was in a cult.
She was burned alive.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no, now it's getting good. Like that's, I think the sequels to that are better than the original.
I love 2 and 3.
Are we talking about the Blair Witch? Like
no,
the Book of Shadows?
Paranormal Activity.
Oh, okay. I was going like, really? Wait, what is
Blair Witch found footage? I think are mostly pretty good.
Like Man Bites Dog and things like that.
Yeah, like those are pretty
Cannibal
crazy.
Holocaust.
I even like the Last Exorcism.
Oh, that was good.
I thought that was good because they really go all the way. Like you're like, oh shit, it's real. Like wow. Like I like that.
Granted, The Exorcist is the professor from Saved by the Bell, the college years, so that took me out of it a little bit.
No!
But besides that,
just
great movie.
Right off the bat, you're like, oh fuck.
I was like, wait a minute, you stole Kelly from Zach.
But this is a movie that when you were talking about it on the 31 Nights of Halloween. That, by the way, if anybody's watched that, thank you so much. And this is a Thanksgiving episode, so we give thanks to you all because that was a fantastic month that videos that we put out. And then Ace brings this friggin' DVD up and he's like, the McPherson Tape. And I'm like, I'm laughing. I looked it up a little bit and found pictures, and it makes sense now. Because if you watch that episode on the 31 Nights of Halloween, a lot of the images are from the original cut of this movie before it was remade.
Yeah.
The ones I used in our episode. Yeah. And I was like, I'm so confused when I actually did homework for this episode. I was like, these are different people. I know these actors.
Yeah. So, yeah, that one is the one that's like, it's about an hour long. Like the aliens were played by his kids.
Yeah.
Like in little black outfits and masks on. There's a picture of them sitting on a couch, I think they maybe used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were tuckered out as they would have been.
Yeah. And that one's creepy because it does feel like they filmed it with an actual like video, like a home movie camera at their house. It feels like you're watching a home movie.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like in 1982.
Yeah, and it's so grainy and everything when you're watching it that it hides a lot of the bad, like maybe the fake ship out. But they film it so far away with enough smoke that the ship.
So, do you know?
Then UPN gave him some money.
Okay, that's what my question was going. Do you know what made him want to remake his own movie besides money? Duh.
I'm sure it was just UPN probably was like, hey, nobody owns this. Let's get this guy to remake his own movie. It's, we'll follow it up with
vampires.
We got real vampires coming on, and then we're going to follow up with that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're trying to find content for a television, station. So that makes sense. Okay.
Well, they gave him like $1 million, the budget for this.
Holy crap.
Wow. I mean, they went on the whole budget was red lights.
Okay, yeah.
The laser pointers.
The laser pointers for cats. We should dig into that soon, but go ahead.
Yeah, so the way it starts and the way everybody talks in this movie, it's like they told the whole cast, they're like, just curse as much as possible because it'll make it seem more real. But they're just bleeping it out. So you're like watching, you're like, oh, they're actually saying like the F word on here. Yeah. They're bleeping that. Maybe this is real.
He said bitch.
And then there's and then you get the weird, like the guy's got the camera. He's like, ooh, my brother's girlfriend's in here. I'm going to film her.
Oh my.
That's the first 5 minutes of the movie.
That was my first note on this movie. If you haven't seen the movie, I'm not spoiling shit because it's hilarious. It's boob sucking in the first floor bathroom, door unlocked.
Yeah. Door unlocked and open at Thanksgiving.
Who's at their parents' house on Thanksgiving? They're like, "Oh, baby, get that shirt off."
All right, so I'm going to tell you a story that you're not going to believe. But I'll tell you, I was up during the Thanksgiving feast, and my mom walked in the bedroom, and she's like, "Oh, Thanksgiving," and walked away.
Oh my God!
True story. Mom, she's dead. She'd laugh her ass off for that story. True story.
Jesus Christ, Stephen.
Anyways, carry on, Ace.
So
McPherson Tape.
So he commits a felony and starts filming it, and he's like, "Oh, I'm totally erasing it, bro." Like,
he's like, "Show me."
He's like, "Show me that you erased it."
Oh, there are just so many instances in this movie where people behave in a way or like say things in a way that are not logical.
I have some notes on those,
and people don't act like this.
No, I guess
it's so weird, like the way everybody talks to each other.
Oh my God! So yeah, here's some more of my notes. It's like Grandma just wants to eat. Damn it! No matter what's going on in the movie, she's just like, "Can we just sit down, put the shotgun down, let's eat?"
Yeah.
None of the women in this movie react in a way that makes sense. Like so.
Yeah.
I guess to start from the beginning, once things start happening.
Yeah.
The boys, do they hear a noise at first, or they see lights?
The power goes out.
Yeah, I mean, Kurt, right.
So they go outside.
The ever-loving bigot guy, he runs out with it.
And they check the panel, and they're like, "Oh man, it's totally melted.
It's a lightning strike.
Like lightning struck the house, even though there's no storm outside."
The panel was closed.
Yeah,
and then he opened it, and then there's the burn mark.
So yeah, then they hear a noise. They go there and see like the ship.
Well, see the transformer blowing up.
Ship.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
And then Tommy, I guess Tommy's the videographer. Mm-hmm. He looks down on this, like I guess it's down like towards where the cows are and stuff. And then there is this huge. This is where the money went, by the way.
Yeah.
They built a life-size freaking spaceship.
Yeah.
And it looks just like the one from E.T.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, a little bit more aluminum. You know, I'm just saying, but seriously.
Yeah, and they're just shooting a cow with a laser.
Yep. And then going up and just like poking it or something.
Yeah, like I don't know, they're doing research. You could have not said anything. Like if you would have saw it, and like if you didn't scream at it or like something, you could have just like, everybody be quiet, let this thing leave.
Oh no.
We'll go back and live our lives.
They're looking right at us.
And we'll never tell anyone we saw this.
Again, nobody reacts in a way that normal people would. They see something terrifying and start screaming and drawing attention to themselves.
Yeah. My notes were aliens took their ship design from E.T. and their weapons from Radio Shack. Because their weapon is a heat laser that is literally a laser pointer.
He literally shines a red light on his hand and he's like, no!
And it just kind of scorches it. They're like, they shot Brian. It's like they smudged some black eyeshadow on his hand.
Oh, I gotta stop.
Some of the, and a lot of the acting in this is like
top notch.
They're like act like you're not acting. It's like, how would you just be hanging out with your family? And they're like, oh, we would all scream at each other at the top of our lungs.
So Kurt is so upset because his sister brought a black man to Thanksgiving without actually giving him notes.
You could tell, like, when he walks in, like, there's like a very awkward,
Matthew.
like, hello, like, and then that turns into like, he's like, go ahead, say the word to me you want to say or something. I was like, oh man, like, there's like an alien outside and y'all are in here arguing
about your sister bringing a black man to Thanksgiving.
That just goes to show that even you could be so racist that even if there's an alien outside, the racism is more important than the actual life that you found from another planet out in your yard.
I need to deal with this black man before I deal with the aliens outside my home.
And by the way, Matthew, the black man, is the most rational person in the whole movie.
Yes.
I love it.
He's the most sensible person in the movie. He's the only one who's calm.
Whether that's on purpose or not, I fucking love that.
Yeah. And that act, I'm sure it was an acting choice for him because everybody else in the movie is just screaming and yelling the whole time. And he's just like, hey, okay, everybody, maybe we just take it easy here for a second. I'm sure there's a rational explanation to this.
Calm down.
There's an alien outside. Get the gun.
Open the door. They didn't knock 3 times. I don't care. Then it's not them. I don't care. Wait a second. They said they're going to knock 3 times when they come back.
Yeah.
No. And he's just like, okay. Thank you, Matthew, for being the real hero.
I'd be like, I'm going to walk home. I'm going to break up with this girl. Your family's crazy.
The only other person that remains calm is Rosie, the 5-year-old, who clearly there's something wrong with her.
Yeah, there's something. Shit. They established that she likes to play the piano. So, like, and I don't know. I thought maybe there was something wrong with the cut or on the video on YouTube because there's times when they're like, Rosie, stop playing that music. Okay. And they're not playing, and she's not playing any, there's no music playing.
We were going to ask you about that. Maybe you didn't, I guess you don't know. And she had her own philosophy about this whole thing.
Messing with their head.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because there are several times, like, there's Rosie playing the piano where, like, at the beginning, you actually hear her playing the piano. And then later on, they're complaining about it, but you don't hear her playing anything. And then there's also a time when they're all reacting to like a really high pitched noise. Yeah. And they're like screaming to make it stop, and then a lamp explodes or something, and there's no noise.
Multiple things on shelves start exploding.
I think that's supposed to be like the aliens start messing with their heads. But for some reason, the little girl who I wish wasn't even in the movie, she's like the most annoying part of it. And it's like, and it's also another like, man, if you thought this movie was real, just wait. He's like, man, why is this girl like the worst actor ever?
Yeah. At what point do you realize that she's connected to the aliens or they've already got her? And how would that happen? Because that's my problem. I was like, okay, this girl's freaking annoying, but everything is going crazy in my notes where I like to just chuck that kid out the fucking window.
Yeah.
How did you? Because she's like, everything's fine now. And they don't realize that she's literally drawing pictures of aliens. Yeah. The 3 aliens, they're in this movie. They're the villains. Yeah. She has drawn. And no one notices it. And I like that. I thought that was a cool little Easter egg, Ace. Good job.
Some of that. Yeah. And then like the aliens are screwing with their heads. There's the weird scene where like there's the boyfriend and they're sitting in the chair together and he almost kisses the other sister.
They start making out.
They start making out and he's like, I thought it was you. And they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, what is going on right now?
It feels just like you.
Yeah. I was like, this is so weird. And it's why I think the original movie works better because this kind of movie only works good like short form. Yeah. Because once it keeps going on and on, you're like, how much more stuff can you fill in 90 minutes of this? Because they had to keep just adding. It's like, man, we got to get another 30 minutes out of this movie here. We add some more interviews in there.
And that's what it was. They actually, that was filler. When he starts making out with the wrong sister, I found out that was actually just filler.
Yeah.
And I thought it was hilarious. I was like, we're watching it and she's paying attention to what you're supposed to be paying attention to. But when I watch movies, I just look at everything else instead of what the the focal point's supposed to be. It's just how I've always been. And then I notice like dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then they make a whole point to bring, like, hey, look at what's going on over here. It's like, I thought it was you.
Yeah.
But they never really
aliens.
expand on that.
They don't have to. They're showing their power over us.
Yeah.
Which is not hard
They
to
have
do.
mind control powers too.
And all their noses start bleeding at one point. Everybody's like,
yeah,
it's just a nosebleed.
Everybody gets a nosebleed. That's like.
But every single person is like, oh, it's just my allergies, or it's just a regular nosebleed. I'm
cocaine.
like, everybody is having a nosebleed at the same time. And you're like, oh, although I do love the mom who's like, why'd you have to use my good dish towel?
Oh yeah, which is something I thought that was very realistic because I could imagine if I was in that situation, my mom would probably say the same thing. Don't use the good; those aren't for company.
No, those are the holiday ones.
So when the BBC took it and they extended it to 91 fucking minutes, they actually added in more interviews with, because like I say, when this thing goes like to commercial break, and if you watch the YouTube version which we watched, it'll just stop on like a compelling moment, like a daytime drama soap opera thing.
It's like, oh wow,
and then it fades out, and then it opens back up with an interview with an expert.
Yeah, and a lot of experts are being interviewed on there, and it's like, what was the guy for? He's like, I work in Hollywood for a long time, and I don't see how this could be fake at all.
His quote is, number one, these are clearly not actors.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, guy.
And that's the real director of the real movie.
Yeah.
Of what we're watching. And that's him.
Yeah. It's so, and it's like, oh man, it's so weird that they found this footage of this incident at Lake County, and all of the action happens every 15 minutes.
It's so good.
Like, it's just like every commercial break, something happens, then it like blacks out and like comes back in, and like commercial break, they come back, they're interviewing somebody.
It's a marshal.
The cop,
sheriff or whatever. Yeah.
And it's like, God,
the English guy who's the musician, that's his tag, musician.
Oh yeah.
And he's just like wankers, these wanker aliens.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, it's so weird, and it was all filmed in Canada, and it's very obvious because you get a lot of like Canadian accents kind of slipping through there.
Oh yeah,
which also made me, it's like, well, if they're in Canada, then this probably is taking place on the second Monday of October for Canadian Thanksgiving.
Oh,
yeah.
look at you, Ace.
So
hell yeah.
Yeah, so there's
he the director charged the cast with $1 every time that they messed up and like slid back into their Canadian accents, and he ended up collecting $200.
Yeah, I would imagine
like
so.
It should have been a lot more than that. It's like the entire movie.
Yeah, there's aliens, eh?
Yeah, it's just like there's so many aliens out there.
What's all this about?
Yeah.
So I made some stupid notes on my favorite parts of this movie. Let's see. No, these are my favorite quotes, because this movie, when you first watch it and you're trying to get in, if you're into found footage movies, you kind of have to like flip a switch. You're like, okay, let's just try to like calm my nerves. We're going to watch it. We're going to try to get into their perspective. And there's some actually scary scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
I think. Second time I watched it, I had to text Ace like, what the this is the dumbest, funniest thing I've ever seen.
It's hilarious.
But some of the quotes are Linda, okay, so we saw some aliens. Can we have some dinner now?
Yeah.
It's a real line in the movie. They didn't seem unfriendly to me. Holy hell, they shot you. Maybe there's something on the radio. There's no electricity, Tommy.
Yeah, they keep trying to turn the radio on.
And then Tommy goes, damn it.
Yeah, they're screwing with us.
Now, my favorite is when they're running outside. It's him and Kurt, and Tommy is the videographer, and he's like, I think I peed my pants. Oh, fuck, I peed my pants. I'm losing it here. I peed my pants. What's up with that?
Yeah, he just pees his pants in the movie. Like, I don't...
It's realism.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Oh, God. And then Mom is like, put that shotgun down and come eat.
Yeah.
And then I have really scary moments, which I legitimately, if you're trying to get into this movie, it's the going up the stairs scene for the first time while he's by himself. Tommy's going up there.
He's going up to change his pee pants.
And then the next one is to change his pee pants. He has to put the camera down, and you're just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
Those are the two, like, to me, are the scariest moments if I'm really into this movie, which I was sort of in the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
The second time, I just couldn't take anything seriously.
I was 14 when this movie came out, so if I had caught this on TV, I would have been like super into it. If my 14-year-old self would have thought this movie was awesome.
Well, yeah, I would have watched it upstairs in my bedroom by myself with my dog or whatever, and then like the one lamp by my bed and my little TV remote control, and I would have been scared.
Yeah, I would have been sitting on the end of my bed watching it on TV.
I would have been 10 years old, man. Yeah, totally. I get that. But as a 50-year-old being like, Jesus, fuck you, Ace.
Yeah.
That's all I kept thinking.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to watch it on YouTube.
Oh, God. Do you have any favorite moments?
Some of the stuff I've noticed that was weird when they, like in the dialogue where it's like, she keeps talking about like, oh, we need to sit down and light the Thanksgiving candle. I've never heard of that. We got the Thanksgiving candle here tonight.
It's not a real tradition.
Nobody does that. Maybe in Canadian Thanksgiving, they light the Thanksgiving candle and pass it around and tell what their thanks.
We'll have to ask some of our room work friends.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
But, I was like that. And also when she's like, and they keep doing the thing like, okay, well, everybody gets something to eat. This is like 45 minutes into the movie, and they're like, everybody just eat something. Like, I made all this food. And they keep telling, they're like, get Rosie some white meat. She'll eat it. And I'm like, why do you keep bringing that up?
I kept telling her, I was like, this is like the most like subversive racist movie ever. Rosie needs white meat. The black man who came to the Thanksgiving, Kurt's supposed to be the hero. It was like, get out of here.
And everything about the women, it's like the men, go off and are hunting and like investigating. And the women are just so focused on, well, let's have a nice Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like, no one is. If say you go to Thanksgiving and your brothers or whoever come in and say, hey, we just saw aliens, is your first reaction going to be, well, let's sit down and have dinner first, and then we can talk? No.
But we also don't know the backstory. If there is a backstory about these brothers, are they just complete jokesters all of the time? And their wives or girlfriends are just like, shut the fuck up, Tommy. Come on, Kurt, sit down. Because they never believe them, to the point where even when they all run to the windows to see what just happened, all the men are still freaking out, looking out. And then Kurt's wife is like, come on, honey, just come have some dinner.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
And she also refers to the food. She says, have some of Grandma's famous smashed potatoes.
Yes.
Smashed potatoes.
And I've never heard, does anyone say, everybody says mashed potatoes. That's pretty much
I have heard smashed potatoes before.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what's the difference between smashing a potato and mashing a potato?
I think it's exactly the same.
Baseball bats.
Yeah. I've never heard anyone say smashed potatoes.
If it's a regional thing, but yeah, I've heard smashed potatoes before, and it makes me irrationally angry every single time.
Oh my God.
Oh, and they can't get, they're like, we can't get water because the electricity's off.
So exactly.
There's no water to the pump, which like, how far out in the country do you live?
They must be getting
well water.
They must be getting their water from well, because at first I laughed at that too, and I was like, oh wait. I've been out in the country, and a lot of people get their well from a pump. Yeah. So I try to rationalize this fucking movie for you.
It just mentions they have cows, but it's never like, oh, we're so far out. Like, they never establish where they are. I guess you're supposed to think, well, Montana, everybody lives 100 miles from each other. Right. So I guess you're supposed to think that, because like you would like, how come there's no neighbors seeing this? How come nobody else is like, why didn't, really, shouldn't a landline still work if the power goes out? I don't even know if they cut the... Like, you could
fiction.
You pick up a landline, it still dials 911.
Oh my God, Ace.
Yeah, that's why we kept a now it can't be a cordless landline because that needs electricity. But if you've got like the old school,
just hardwired in, you can pick that up. It'll still work with the power out.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they could have just called 911 and be like, there's an alien outside.
But I think they imply that the aliens fucked with a lot of things. Like their watches stop working. The car batteries don't work.
They can mentally brand them. Okay.
Missed time. That's an alien thing.
Missed time. But in the movie, they brand everybody in the movie for some reason on their shoulder.
Oh, yeah. They all get that.
That never gets explained.
They're like, my neck is burning.
Yeah. Right. And it's like
get the ice out of the freezer.
And it's like it looks like a friggin' like an Oldsmobile symbol or something. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with Oldsmobile and aliens. Yeah. But maybe there's a connection.
And they still have ice in the freezer, even though the power's been out for a few hours. Just a solid chunk of ice still there.
I'm freaking out over here.
There's a good freezer there.
Fucking Rosie, again, is like, it'll start feeling better soon. I'm like, why is nobody paying attention to what Rosie says?
I would be like, why is your kid being such a creep right now?
Yeah.
Punch that kid out the window.
She's running up. They trap it in the hat. They trap the alien in the room, which I was like, oh, wow, this alien's mastered interplanetary travel and developed a laser, and somehow he's trapped behind a hollow core interior door has trapped him.
Yeah, where they tie a doorknob to a doorknob, and then I'm like, the door opens inward, and then they put a shelf in front of it.
Yeah. So
it's like the friggin' Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein, where they had the bed up against the door, and then he just opens the door inward, and he's like, well, hey, how's it going?
Which they were like, and one of them says, lock the door, and they're like, Mom's door doesn't have a lock on it. I'm like, why would you have a lock on the outside of the door? Like, so you can't, like, they've locked the door that side so somebody on the inside can't get out.
Yeah,
like,
I know. It's a weird family, Ace.
Yeah.
So,
that's how my bedroom door was actually growing up.
What?
I couldn't lock it from the inside, but they could lock it from the outside.
It's because you're a child and they can't trust you.
That is not
I can
true.
trust Mom.
And they tied it to the other door in the hallway and trapped you in there.
Maybe.
Oh, God. We've seen that in so many movies. It's a weird trope where they tie the doorknob to another doorknob or something. And I'm like, rope gives. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But this alien couldn't figure it out until Rosie went upstairs and apparently let
she's like attracted to it. He burns a perfect circle into the door with his laser.
Yeah. And then this shotgun blast.
Yeah, he shot it with the shotgun.
They shoot it with the shotgun.
So if you look at the shotgun blast, there's a little hole next to it, which was what Kurt was aiming at. God, this stuff matters.
Yeah.
My favorite parts of the movie were Renee gets hit by a laser pointer gone wild, and then Matthew's hand holds Brian's hand as they both check her pulse.
Yeah.
It's so weird. He's like, check her pulse. So he puts his hand over her, and all of a sudden, for no reason, you see this huge man's black hand just cover his hand, and they're not like, and they're just holding hands together, checking her pulse. And I was like, this is awesome. Oh, let's see. When Grandma refuses to let these aliens ruin Thanksgiving. And then what's another thing that I loved about this goddamn thing? Oh, I already said about the when everything goes crazy and Rosie's acting weird. I'm thinking of chuck that kid out the window.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was the first thing I noticed. I was like, why is this kid acting so weird? And I'm like, I don't know if I've ever seen any other kind of alien movie where they're like, where it's so much like the aliens are in my brain. They're like, dude, it's usually like, we're here to, take over your planet or something. Or like, I don't know. It's just so like the whole, like, we're inside your head now. We're going to screw with you. Yeah, we're going to make you think that's your girlfriend. Make out with her.
And now one of my favorite alien movies of all time does that, where it kind of manipulates your reality. That's Dark Skies.
Oh yeah, we brought that up on 31 Nights 2 years ago, didn't you?
Yeah, I love Dark Skies. Yeah. If you know anybody that's really into UFOs, like my dad, they will tell you that is the most realistic of all of the UFO alien horror movies.
Check out Dark Skies.
I love it. But what I don't understand about like them manipulating people's minds, why did they choose Rosie? Why did they think like, oh, everybody will listen to the 5-year-old who's trying to be the voice of reason and like everything's going to be okay? Like, no, choose, I don't know, the mom, like the grandma. Because
in a lot of lore and a lot of, movies and stories that I read as a kid is that it was, because I guess because it was directed towards children, the child is always visited first. You don't walk. It's not most of the time. It's not the parent walking in, or it's not the child walking into a parent's room and they're elevated and going out the window. It's usually a child.
Yeah, like E.T.
So maybe they visited before, and Rosie's a friend. She's an ally to the aliens.
She's been out there hanging out with the aliens.
Well, yeah, it's like Close Encounters. He's like, come on, Mommy, let's go open the door for the aliens. It's the exact same scenario, and it's the exact same red light.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing about the aliens, every time you know that they're coming, is this huge glowing red light that kind of like, it comes before them. It's like, it's like the precursor.
Yeah, they have like a strip club light in that, in that thing. Well, it's like shining on the house.
When they're outside and they're all hiding, and then like you just you're supposed to get scared by this huge glowing red light, and then same thing happens when Rosie goes down, and she's like, "No, I got other things to do," because they finally get their feast.
Yeah.
And they all sit down to eat. It's fantastic. Mom is drunk because apparently now we know she's like full-blown alcoholic.
Oh, yeah. Like it's like an hour and 15 minutes. And they're just like, Mom, we have to confront you about your alcoholism.
During an invasion.
Yeah. This is the perfect time.
This is time to, we have to confront you now.
We're going to give you an intervention in the middle of this alien invasion.
The doctor was on his way, but maybe he's already been abducted. But anyways, it's intervention night on Thanksgiving. And then Rosie's like, I've got other things to do. So then she goes and opens the door.
And nobody thinks that's fucking weird that a 5-year-old is like, excuse me for a moment. I have some things to attend to. What?
Right. And it's not because they're already entranced, because they're still talking. And when the aliens walk in, they all freak out.
Yeah.
And then one by one, they become
abducted.
Abducted.
I think the aliens probably connect with Rosie the most because they're the same height. That's probably, they're like, she must be the leader. She's like 4.5 feet tall.
She's exactly
Because they
our
walk
size.
in, they're like,
Oh, well, I mean, if anything, that's funny. We're still talking about, people are, you brought it up. Now we're talking about it, and it's obviously been in the zeitgeist of UFO movies. So Dean Aliato, is that his name?
Yeah.
I mean, he made something kind of cool for nothing originally. And then UPN, a pretty, up and coming, now gone.
Yeah.
Television station gave him money to make a longer version, whether it's for content or not. I mean, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
So it's just another, some guy who's like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And he did it.
And it's a weird thing because the only reason I know this exists, which I brought it up before, was because of that Sightings TV show.
Right.
And they had brought it because back when and during like UFO conventions, the original one, they just chopped off the credits on the end and the beginning, and they would pass around and be like, actual footage caught of an alien abduction, blah blah blah, and people would like thought it was real. And then when they would come out and say, I'm the guy who directed this, here's pictures from the thing, they're like, no, man, that's just what they want you to think, dude.
Yeah.
Like, this guy works for the government, and this is a real tape. I don't care what he says.
I read a real article about them when he remade this movie, and they were like, that's exactly what they said. They said that he actually works for the government, and he's trying to, keep the cover up going, even though he's the one that exposed it all.
Yeah.
So now he got bought, or maybe he's an alien himself. I don't know.
A little too tall.
What are your thoughts on this movie, Ace?
I was like, I still prefer the original like version that he made, like on the handheld camera that kind of looks real, it's obviously, I think with less budget, it probably did look better, but, I still prefer the original, but like I applaud UPN for like putting something like this on TV.
Yeah.
You would never see like something like this now, like Fox or something. Like now it's just not reality TV or like some horrible sitcom. Like, I mean, they would never take a chance and put a found footage UFO abduction movie on like primetime television, modern day. So I think it's awesome that they were like, screw it, give the guys some money and make that UFO movie. We'll throw it on Sunday night at 8:00.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
I think that would be a perfect opportunity for a reality show, is like tell all these people that they're filming some sort of like Survivor like show out in the woods, then stage an alien invasion, see how people react. I'd watch that.
Yeah. That's kind of like, what was that show like Fear where they would or it wasn't Fear Factor. I know it's not. It was something like,
I think it was just called Fear, wasn't it?
On MTV.
MTV where they would like put people on there, and they had like one with like Tracy Morgan where like a big monster attacked a train or something he was on.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a couple on there that looked really good.
Yeah.
And I think after a while they were just like, okay, we got to let these people in on the joke before it happens. I'm like, bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck lawsuits. Well, do you have any deep thoughts on a film like this?
I do, actually.
How do you feel about this movie, Ace,
Well,
while I eat some black currant candy?
This Thanksgiving, as we pass around the Thanksgiving candle, drink our wine, and eat our mom's famous smashed potatoes, we will give thanks to that man in the sky who changed all of our lives for the better. He's always been there for us in our time of need, and in this house, we celebrate this alien life form every Thanksgiving. That special man named Gordon Shumway from Planet Melmac, or simply just Alf.
Fucking Alf! Watch your cats. Oh, no. Oh, wow.
Willie!
I think it's interesting that we chose this because some people would be like, oh, you should talk about Eli Roth Thanksgiving or, Blood Rage or Blood, whatever.
I was trying to, a lot of people, Blood Rage, which I also watched this week too, but, I was glad that I found this because I knew this movie existed, but I didn't know that it took place on Thanksgiving. And I thought at first it was going to be like very loosely, just like, oh, it's Thanksgiving. They never mention it again. But like it's brought up so much in the movie, and they keep talking about, we got to eat. It's Thanksgiving. Like,
this dry ass cold turkey after an hour and a half.
Been sitting on the table all night. We're going to eat this cold turkey.
Oh my God. So I'm going to pass around the Thanksgiving candle. I want you to tell me what you're thankful for. I'm thankful for things that I can't. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, man, Thanksgiving, eat your crap candy, eat your cranberry.
Cranberry sauce.
Watch your Bob's Burger episode, and
that's not cranberry sauce.
That's not your Blood Rage. And be thankful that you can listen to the Gore Club podcast everywhere and watch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say because Dave's not here. Dave is on assignment. and we'll see him soon.
He's on assignment on Planet Melmac.
Bye, guys. Thank you all.
Bye.
Oh, my God.
I'm glad that you knew Alf's real name before I got to say the rest of that.
As soon as he said it, I was like, holy shit, that's right.
I didn't. I learned something
Gordon
tonight.
Shumway.
Yep, Gordon Shumway. I had that doll. Holy
I did too.
fuck. Okay, well, there you go. I'm going to blow out the Thanksgiving night
That is
candle.
an Easter candle.
Yeah, she made fun of me
got
because I
Easter
grabbed it
eggs
and it's
on
got
it.
it's covered in Easter eggs.
Nice.
Whatever. Happy Thanksgiving. Shit.